Good evening, Speed Gaming 2, and welcome to the Rando Dome. We're gonna have some Link to the Past randomizer. It's an open seed or open seed Sunday, which means we gotta collect some crystals and we gotta go knock a pig down. I'm here with Nira Lightshine. How you doing, my dude?
I am doing good. I am excited to call another one of these. Like, it's always fun to call a randomizer, no matter what it is. But I prefer the Link to the Past stuff because that's the one I know.
Well, then you're in the right spot, my friend. We also have helping us out behind the scene, TJ the Pie Guy and Sabletooth tracking. And we're gonna get started soon. But on the top of the screen, we have Power Mario, we have Ravis, and on the bottom half of the screen, Deep Fried 87 and Sign Numbs filling out the 4 racers on our restream today.
We also just picked up Blue Mail and Sanctuary.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to find. It means we can get kissed by some enemies a little bit, hugged by some enemies a little bit, and not need to worry too much.
I think I saw a pendant in Desert and 2 crystals for the other ones.
Yeah, and just while we're getting started here, we have these 4 restreamers, these 4 runners on our restream, but we have 20 other racers doing the race today too. So it's going to be an exciting time.
Yeah, also, Sabletooth, thank you for calling that out. It was the Blue Mail was in Link's house and Sanctuary had the blue ruby. And there's the Ice Rod in the Mushroom Spot.
Ice Rod and Mushroom Spot, and some money in the uncle's. He had $20, and then an additional $300 in the chest there. Good place to load up on some cash early.
Oh yeah. And in the drop down, we have the Piece of Heart. Boo. But finding the Blue Mail early is always a nice thing. Also, is that the duck sprite for that Sig is using?
I think it's. Oh, remember that Untitled Goose game?
No.
Oh, that was a meme of a game, like 2020, I think. I think it might be a goose. It could be a duck. I don't know. We'll let chat decide.
Apparently, it is a duck.
So I'm just looking at our trackers. It says that Eastern Palace is either the green pendant or a crystal. Not sure which one is which, but Desert Palace is a pendant, I believe, the blue pendant.
Yep, and 10 bombs on the lumberjack ledge, so we won't be needing Aga for that. There's a fighter sword, a power glove, and 3 bombs in the back of Sarsarilla's hut.
Yes, an awesome find. Worth raiding the closet for sure.
Yep, Deep Fried is likely going to be going... honestly, I would be going to back of Escape. Signum's picking up his Ice Rod.
And there's another sword in the back of the bar there.
Oh, so we already know where 2 swords are.
That's right. And we're going to go take a look at the back of Escape here on Deep Fried's side. Some interesting divergence right off the hop.
Yeah, well, open seeds, especially when it's not guaranteed swords, is always an interesting way. And, okay then. There was the flippers, though, on Race Game.
Yeah, with the flippers and with that cash, might mean we gotta go visit our friend, the King of Zora, sooner rather than later.
Yep, and Bottle Vendor giving us 300 rubies. Wow.
Yeah, so let me ask you this, Nira. Yeah. With these 2 swords appearing pretty early, there's the flute at the back of the well.
Yep.
A third sword.
Yeah, we already know where up to Tempered is.
Yes, so...
Are we going to have an early Butter Sword?
Perhaps, but also I'm wondering if this is the seed's way of telling us we might be playing an egg seed.
No, we still. All they need is the hammer and the moon pearl to make that not be a worry. But there's the lamp.
We're one step closer to that egg dream, right?
Yep. There's Bombos, 20 rubies, 5 rubies, and the mushroom. And in the back of Blind's hut is a bottle we
bottle.
just did.
And yeah, always a nice one to find while you're in Kakariko Village. It's an extra turn in for sure. Man, we are all over the place this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is. We are getting some crazy divergence.
So I got a suggestion for you, Bri. How about I take the top and you take the bottom while we till they get back together?
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what happened in the bottom, though. We did find the Titan Smiths.
Yep, and Power is activating his flute. Good move. So if we can find the moon pearl, Aga's pretty much dead at this point. Here's
the question. Here's a question for chat. Do you think what's going to think is going to pop up first, the moon pearl or the fact that we have to climb agates?
Moon pearl. I don't think this is going to be an Aga seed. There's too much we've found too quickly. Power to Mario skipped or he did the map check too quickly. He's going to be finding his flippers, though. Hey, Dapper. How's it going? Somebody soon, though, is going to have their tempered sword. Because we do know where 3 swords are.
You know, so I know that we're listening to some serious boppage with this music selection. Like, someone is going crazy on their MIDI saxophone.
I think that was a misplay on Power to Mario's part there.
What was on Lumberjack there?
10 bombs.
10 bombs.
We are getting a mushroom check already.
Yeah, with the flute, this is a real quick check. I like this play. It also means that Power to Mario could save scum the mushroom, too.
Yep, and Ravis is doing it, too. Or is it Ravis or Ravis? And it's the Cane of Samaria! Ooh!
Cane of Samaria and a blue potion. Not a bad way to start the game.
Yeah, but that also means he no longer has Zora money. But he will have it in a few seconds because there is 20 rubies in Ice Rod Cave.
All right, I want to direct your attention to this.
Yeah.
Next time Signums uses a bomb, watch it, because the duck animation throwing a bomb is perhaps the most charming thing ever. Ravis is heading over to collect his second sword and maybe go on to Eastern Palace. I'm not sure.
Like right now, we have a lot of the world opened, honestly.
We're gonna get a Gina check from Signums.
Did Power of Mario not pick up his power glove?
Okay, watch the duck with the bomb. Amazing. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Did Power of Mario not pick up a power glove?
Oh, from the well? He must have. Well, we'll find out soon because he's going to carry on to Boulder Arm Cave, and we'll see if he has Titan's mitts then.
Yeah. If he didn't... Oh yeah, he wasn't at Sarsarilla's hut yet. Signums and Power to Mario hasn't. There's the first tempered sword.
Yeah, a piece of heart and a refill for Tanuki Mario up there.
Yep, Power to Mario is now... Where is he going to go? He is going...
Yeah, the mini Moldoran cave.
Yep. You know, he might not go to Eastern area anytime soon. That was a gamble to go to the Eastern area early. And it paid off for Deep Fried,
yeah.
Well, it's paid off for Ravis here in a second because he is going to have his Titan's mitts in a second here. There's Deep Fried getting his tempered, and yep, Ravis just got his Titan's mitts.
Yeah, but the Titan's mitts, it does open us up some stuff, but without a Moon Pearl, it's not overly useful yet.
Moon Pearl, Hook Shot, or Mirror or Hammer, essentially, are the things we are looking for to make it more useful.
Yeah, we're getting a look on the island, and there's our Fire Rod.
Yep. Oof, that's not something you want to have to see there. Guarantee with the wet crystals we have. Also, it looks like Desert and Hera were the pet crystal dungeons. Thank you to our trackers for catching it. What the Light World stuff were.
Yep, with the Eastern Palace being the green pendant, I believe, too. So there's an extra item at the end of that dungeon that might be necessary. Who knows? This is rando.
Yep, it could be something like well, it can't be boa, but it could be silvers on it.
I know this. You don't need the Fire Rod to beat Eastern Palace. And that's one pendant of the three you'd need to get to the pedestal.
Yeah.
Which might have the mirror. Who knows? This is rando. We're looking at the waterfall on Power Mario's side.
Yep, and it is in logic. Everything in the Zora area will be in logic. Ravis, I think, is going into the castle to do go to Zelda's cell. With the tempered, This is going to be so... Oh, he's not done Uncle. Zora Ledge has a single ruby. In a few seconds, we'll know if Zora's any good. Zora has for us 20 rubies. The big scam fish.
Yeah, a little bit of a con, but...
Looks like Ravis, though, is going to go ahead and go into the castle. While Deep Fried is getting the old man. And also, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Old man's got 50 rubies. There's the boots! That was a nice thing to find.
Yeah, Sonic's got to go fast, my dude.
Yeah.
That is a huge find this early in the game.
Looks like Power to Mario is doing back of doing Dark Cross. Spectacle
Yep.
Rock only having 20 rubies within. And a piece of heart on top. Ooh!
And there is the Moon Pearl sitting in the back of Escape there in Dark Cross.
Yep. That is an interesting find. Oh, Deep Fried got his cane of Samaria, I think.
We'll see if Ravis continues on to. Oh, there's a. Oh no.
What?
Ravis was going to do a death warp, but got a health refill. But that means that they're not. Oh, they might go through the escape the back ways, which is what I think they'll probably do here.
They got King's Tomb to check. And Power to Mario is going to go get his Titan's mitts now.
Yep, and Deep Fried is going to sign up for a multi-level marketing scheme with King Zora in a second.
Yep. And there's the bug catching net. Everybody except Signims is on tempered now. But everybody does have the Titan's mitts.
And we're getting our first look at the Dark World on Power Mario's side. Red Crystal in Skull Woods, red pendant in the Mire, and blue pendant in Ice Palace. The rest are crystals.
Yep. And that means Ice Rod that we got very early was required.
Yep. So the mirror is going to show up at some point, but there's still lots of other fun things that could be on the pedestal, right, chat?
Yep. And Deep Fried picking up his cane of Samaria. There's Quake in the brewery. Deep Fried finding out where his fire rod.
Yep, he's getting the news, and then he's going to go see a man under a bridge.
Yep, just to find, I think it was 10 arrows. I did not see what was in C-Shape House. And Power to Mario is going into Thieves Town. Blue Ruby and C-Shaped House. Thank you, Sabletooth. And there's the small key for Thieves Town.
Yeah, so Thieves Town, it's a completable dungeon. We will possibly be leaving the big chest behind, depending if the hammer shows up or not. Which is part of the reason why I think Power to Mario looked through the village first, hoping to find that hammer, but no luck so far. Still, it's a crystal dungeon, so the game is about collecting crystals. It's always good to pick them up when you can. So I'd imagine we'll be seeing Blind at the end of this this dungeon for Power to Mario.
Yep. I think it has been all the dungeon items so far. We've had the compass. There's the first regular item. Yeah, we had the compass, we had the small key, and we had the big key. That's not something you want to see in a Thieves' Town when you don't have a hammer.
No.
Who wants to bet hammers in Eastern Palace? Deep Fried taking a death there. I think that was intentional. Deep Fried's not going to go pick up his boots, though.
Yeah, that's gonna It'll be something that they'll regret later, I suspect.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I know Sabletooth. I know that Big Key's got to be in the first 4. Is Ravis setting up another intentional death? 20 rubies in the first chest. The bow can always be in Eastern too.
That's true, and Ravis will let us know real quick because he's in Eastern at the moment. Sigums is working their way through the first half of Skull Woods here, and Deep Fried is going to be joining them in just a moment.
Yep. Did anyone see what was in the attic of Thieves Town? 3 bombs there, though.
Yeah, and Power Mario has to be careful, even with that blue tunic.
Oh!
You can still get poked by a sharp thing.
Oh, that sucks. Also, thank you, Sabletooth. But it's just a big 20 in the attic of Thieves Town.
Yeah. I don't think we found anything in Skull Woods.
No. Also, Ravis is the only one that's not gone into the back of Escape. Or into the Dark Cross. Also, just 20 rubies in the... So it was 3 bombs and 20 rubies in the Skull Woods.
Yeah, so chances are we won't see the moth at this point.
We will. Yeah, we will. Skull Woods is a crystal.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then we will definitely see the moth. I got confused there. I apologize.
Yep, we need the fire rod for 2 dungeons this game. And it looks like there was nothing in Eastern. Uh-oh. We do know that Aga's dead at this point, but does Ravis know that? Yep, the 3rd or the 4th item could be in the back. Could be in the
big chest. It could also be on blind here. So this is a 50-50 whether we need to dip back in. I mean, if we ever need to dip back in or not.
Okay, Ravis is heading back into the castle. Now, is he going in there to do Aga, or is he doing the Dark Cross? He's going to Dark Cross, okay.
He's getting a little bit bullied by those guards on the way. Probably
I think
trash talking him a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think it was a setup for quick death warp too. Just in case he he thinks he has to do Aga. And the 4th item is in the basement because Blind did drop the map.
Yeah, so that could be we never see it again, or it could be a feels bad last location situation. We won't know until a little bit later when that hammer shows up.
Yep. Then when the hammer when it turns out the 4th item is needed, that's when like, why, Seed? Why? This is not a why. What is that there? Oh, we're getting heart container there.
Yep, super fun dig gang music as well. Boop, 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 boop.
Was that the Bombos medallion for Misery Mire? Red meringue and a piece of heart in Mire Shed.
Boop, boop. Power to Mario is going to let us hear some more music here and show off his archery skills. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, he was the last one to get the. Oh,
And Ravis is going to open up Meyer here. With the boots. With the boots. Yes, I was going to say, with the boots, with the cane, with the lamp, Meyer is the place that we need to be. I don't know if it's a place you want to be with 5 hearts, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, I would agree, though, that Ravis is in the lead of our 4 runners, though, just due to the boots. This is when you hope, too, that that both items in here is right away.
Yes.
Because you don't want to spend a lot of time in here.
No, you definitely don't, because it's a pendant, right? So
yeah, Stumpy had 10 arrows on him. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was gonna say, like, I was just thinking a little bit about Ravis's play here to go into Misery Mire with so many other options available.
Honestly, I don't really blame him for doing this. The logic is dictating quite a few things, but like this could be the play. 20 rubies on the first chest and check 10. There's the hammer. 20 rubies and a piece of heart. So, Sorry.
I was gonna say, I don't think we're going back to Thieves Town for that one chest right away.
No. There's 10 arrows, though, in the first check in Misery Mire.
Sigmund's killing blind and collecting their map.
Oh, yeah. No, Aga's been dead for a while. I think that was a small key in that chest. He's going to go check the loading screen room. And on the pyramid is a red mail. Never going to say no to red mail.
Yeah, Power to Mario getting a nice little fashion wardrobe change there. Deep Fried's going to pick up their hammer in just a second.
Yep.
And we're going to get a little bit of a coffee break here with Reyes as they check the drop-down room, whatever it's called.
No, Kirby fan, hammer is not on Pyramid Fairy. It was in Hype Cave. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Did we see, was that the big key in its vanilla location?
All right, on Catfish, we have...
It is 10 arrows.
A waste of time. A waste of time.
A piece of heart on the lumberjack, or not the lumberjacks, the blacksmiths.
All right, Power to Mario escorted the Smith home, and for his troubles, he is rewarded with a quarter piece of heart.
Yep, boo. Signims is going to go get his red mail by the looks of it.
Sounds like there's a rave happening in that cave there.
It's crazy with how many things we have open. We do not have access to East Death Mountain or Hera yet.
No, and so the dungeons we can go to, I mean, we could go to Pod. I think that we're going to see that sooner than later, but we don't have a bow to complete it.
Nope, but the logic does say that Pod is the play right now. Because there's not much else we can do. We can't do bumper ledge. Both items in Skull Woods have been found.
Yeah, we can do Ice Palace. We have the mitts, we have the bombos, we have the cane to break the dungeon.
Yeah. And that's probably exactly where the mirror is going to be, too. I'm surprised none of our players went and did the purple chest. Now, let's see what is in this chest here. If it's bow, this is completable. I'm guessing he knows the bottle clip or the mimic clip. Yep, he's going the right side, so he does know how to do mimic clip.
Yeah, I mean, he's a goose. He could just flap his arms and honk and be just an absolute terror until the Igors or whatever go away.
Yeah, it's more like he just annoys them until they leave.
anyone who spent time with a Canada goose knows that they could be just a nightmare.
Power to Mario is doing Ice Palace.
Yep, that makes sense. And Sigum's minute clips the weird mouse guys. All good.
This is not a healthy seed today. Everything is being required to do at low health.
That's right. I mean, we've traded hearts for armor, I guess.
Yep. And the first check is of small key. Oh, Deep Fried has the hammer, so he's going to be able to check the basement.
Oh, that's a good piece of information for us.
Yeah, because we know the map is on blind, so we know there's a fourth item here. It's just 300 rubies. It's better to have known that, though.
Yeah, it's a little less mental load that Deep Fried's carrying around. I'm sure every other runner has that little thing in the back of their brain that's saying, big chest in Thieves Town, big chest in Thieves Town. That's not going away anytime soon.
Nope. And we're going to see what is in the third chest here. It is a heart container. Bow. I do think Ice Palace is the play now. There's the cake. Does that mean that there's something on Bumper Ledge? Because I don't think we've seen Bumper Ledge yet.
Yep, we're in a Schrodinger's cat situation. We are both needing to and not needing to bump until we see the ledge.
Actually, we haven't found all 3 items. It's been a small key, a big key, and 2 items so far in here. Oh, okay. Sorry. There's so many dungeons that only have 2 items or have 3 items in it, so looks like we're going to get iced tea room. We're also getting hammer pegs looked at. And on hammer pegs, it's just 5 rubies. Wonder if this means deep fried. Yep, deep fried's grabbing the purple chest.
Yeah, with the flute, it's not so bad, but not having the boots is going to make this feel a little bit slower than it could possibly have been.
Yeah. So right now we're going to find out if the 3rd item is on Cold Stare or not. It's on Cold Stare. Meaning we're probably going to see Cold Stare. Because with bombos, you don't need much magic to be able to clear the ice off Cold Stare. 3 bombs on the purple chest. And it looks like Ravis is going into pod. We'd already know there's nothing in there. I think though Power to Mario has a blue potion, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he bought a blue potion at some point, but I don't know if he used it or not. No, he did use it during the blind fight, so he does not have a potion anymore.
Oh. Well, he's on red mail with tempered sword, so this is going to be a pretty easy fight.
Yep, if you can get him in the corner, you can go Hulkamania on it, and it'll be no problem.
Except the snowball coming from the sky ixnayed that pretty quick. But he's got 2 of them down already. So, and there's the 3rd one.
Yep, he gave Coltster a suplex from the top ropes.
I can't see what that was.
And he got a fancy necklace for his troubles. And some bombs.
Okay. Okay, what is there to do? Oh, wait, bumper ledge. Because they did get the cape.
Yeah, I mean, what we haven't done was all the boots checks. I don't think we checked Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb yet either.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah, 3 bombs at one, 20 rubies on the other.
Okay, I must have been paying attention somewhere else. I'm trying to think of what else we have open to us.
Yep, Ravis checked both locations almost immediately.
Yeah, that's the thing you do when you get the boots, right?
Yep, especially if you have the Titan's Mist, then you immediately check both of them. I think
we're gonna get the bumper check right now. It looks like.
Yep, I do not disagree with any of them checking Ice Palace though, and it's Ether.
Yeah, we don't know if we need this one yet or not, but Power to Mario is going to pick it up for insurance all the same.
Better to have it and not need it. What are they missing?
Every gosh darn name is taken. The Fire Rod is on the island. Fire Rod is on the island, but
yeah.
But I don't know. The hookshot could be on Ped still. Dare to Dream, right?
Yeah, it could be on pedestal. The mirror could be on there too.
No, it can't. Wait, can it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Ice Swamp is the only thing that needs it.
Yeah. I still had. I know we talked about this earlier. I still had like red pendant in my brain for Skull Woods, but it's the red crystal. Yep, the mirror could be on Ped as well.
Yep, and I don't blame Power to Mario for grabbing this ether.
No, that's means no matter what Turtle Rock is, he's going to be good.
What are they missing? We already know both items in Skull Woods. Oh, there is one left in Meyer. Yeah, there is still one left in Meyer. I don't remember if it's in the big. There's the shovel.
Hey, that's a good find.
That's an out of logic shovel too.
So we know it out of logic because they didn't have the bow, right?
Yep. And there was a piece of heart in the bow lock in the chest that will tell you if it's bow locked or not. Ravis checking the dig spot. I don't think this has been checked yet. Just 50 rubies. Yeah, Meyer, I think, is going to be the play. Because I think their chat's right. I don't think the second item was ever found. And I think it's in the right, in that chest, or in that chest, with the spike room. Oh, yep, Signum is getting his boots.
Yeah, with all this bottlenecking, Ravis's advantage with the boots is going to be lessened if everyone collects their boots before going to Meyer to get that second item.
Yeah.
So what do you think the second item is? Do you think it's a
I
bow?
think it's
Do you think
the
it's a
bow.
mirror? Do you think it's a hook shot? It's got to be one of those.
I think it's the bow or the hook shot. I think the mirror will be in Turtle Rock.
Deep Fried putting the cape to use to get through Colster, but he's running out of cape juice.
Yeah, but he'll have it dead here. Yep, just as I say that. No, it was 3 bombs, I believe, on the purple chest. Yep.
Yep.
Power to Mario's got off to get his boots. Deep Fried is... What is he doing?
Check Spec Rock.
Oh, I could have sworn he did that already. Yeah, the bug catching net was on. It was in. Oh no, he's doing Spike Cave. That's a gutsy play.
Well, with the cape and a bunch of cape juice, he should be fine.
out of Mario getting his boots.
But without the boots or hook shot, this is gonna be a little tedious. Hopefully
I think
we
he's
make
got
it.
a bottle. And just a piece of heart. Oh.
Sonic putting on his cape as well, letting the puffballs kind of get away from him a little bit there, but finishes off the coaster fight to collect their pendant and bombs. Yeah, it seems like we're being bottlenecked into that second check in Mire. Hey Nira, do you know where this music's from anyways? This is super dope.
No, I do not.
Wherever it's from, chat, maybe you know. Awesome collection. Deep Fried is doing the mimic clip here. And I think Ravis is also going to do their Spike Cave check.
So do you know who rolled this seed?
Okay, Singham's is going to do their Ice Palace play.
No,
we can't check Swamp because we don't have a mirror yet, Ultra. So what we're being bottlenecked here, because we don't have the mirror, we don't have the hook shot, we don't have the bow, we're pretty much iced out of any more dungeons at this point. We do have the ability to complete Mire, and there is one item left in Mire that we know of, but all our runners are trying to avoid that option if possible.
Yeah, but I think literally Mire's the only thing left now.
Yeah, between all the runners, we know that that's the only thing left, but they're just discovering that for themselves still.
Yep, I think Rabus is in denial about it right now. He's like, I don't want to go back.
Some runners can't get into Mire yet. Is that true? Nope, we can get into Mire. Oh, except for Signum and Deep Fried, because they don't have the boots. So they need to do the escape sequence to get their boots.
Oh, excuse me. Ravis is checking Catfish, which we already know is 10 rubies.
Yeah. So, what? Let's while the runners are kind of going through the motions, doing the checks that the other runners have done. What do we think we're going to find? And what does that mean? So if we find the bow, that means that we have to do Eastern and Pod. If we find the hook shot, that means we're going up the mountain. If we find the mirror, that means that we're going to collect our fire rod and then do Swamp and then Skull Woods. Is that the your read on the situation there, Naira?
I'm sorry, I got pulled AFK. What'd you ask?
I was just thinking through the different scenarios depending on what we find at the back of Mire. So it's either going to be a bow, a hook shot, or a mirror. We know that.
I think it's going to be the hook shot.
If it's the hook shot, that means that we're going up the mountain, is what I said. If it's the bow, we have Pod and Eastern to complete and hopefully find the next progression there. If it's the mirror, that means you're collecting the fire rod and then going to Skull Woods and maybe checking the first chest in Swamp Palace along the way. Does that sound like the 3 possible paths that can happen, or is there something that I'm missing there?
No, I think you got it. Also, Deep Fried is off to get his boots.
Yeah, that's going to be good for him.
Yep, Ravis is going back to get the item he missed.
And then chat's pointing out that it could be the book, it could be, powder as well, or one of those fetch quest items. But ultimately, it's going to lead to one of those 3 being the next piece of progression.
It's the big key. Actually, the big key was the only thing that chest could be, because you still needed it to get the big chest and the Vitreous. Man, I hate having to walk this way without the boot. There's the mirror.
There's the mirror. Okay, so that's what we've been looking for.
Yep.
So that puts Skull Woods into play, that puts the mountain into play partially, that puts Desert Palace into play. Puts Hera into play as well.
I see Ravis went into desert. I don't blame him.
I mean, it's right there, right?
Yeah, and it's a crystal, and it's a 5/6.
And it's completable. Okay, Power to Mario is going to hopefully collect their mirror. All right, Ravis setting the lamps on flame there, ignoring the least threatening Igor in the game, and is going to take on the Lambos. With the Temper Sword, this should be real quick work. Okay, we get a compass, and we get a crystal. The mirror is in Meyer here. So Power to Mario is going to be collecting the mirror soon enough. But yeah, it's been a last location for all our runners on stream. Okay, so Ravis is going to collect their fire rod here and flute away, probably to go to Skull. Oh, we're going to go to the mountain. Not a bad play at all. We do have both the rods, we have all the medallions, we have everything we need to complete Turtle Rock. We'll probably stop off on Hera along the way as well. And Sigons is taking his hammer and checking this one chest that we left earlier in Thieves Sound, but we know it is just $300. That's not the right answer. All right, so Ravis is going to give us our first look on the east side of the mountain, and probably, oh, well, we're Dead Rock now, but probably Turtle Rock as well. Power to Mario is going to collect their fire rod. And he's going to take that fire rod and go up to Skull Woods, while we are going to get a look at the mother load of chests here in the back of the cave. 5 chests. So far it's been nothing. There's a bottle of blue goo, not bad at all. But not what we're looking for here on Ravis' side. We're going to do a bomb jump here. TJ, I think Turtle Rock is in Logic, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get a chance to check it because we got dead rocked. But we're going to take a look now here. 1, 2, 3 hammer pegs, and we'll warp into the Dark World. Bombos to open the gate. While Power to Mario is going to go take on a moth. Sigums is opening up the mire here and is going to get their mirror, which is the next piece of progression. So I don't know where Nearers went, but hopefully he comes back soon. In the meantime, we have our moth fight on Power to Mario's side. When with the Temper Sword, it's quick work there, picking up the big key and their second crystal. All right, just another piece of heart in the first chest there in Turtle Rock. Okay, so Deep Fried is in the middle of this blind fight here, but because it's a little off script, he had to throw on the cape. That's okay though. Blind is down, and we get a map. That's the last time we're gonna see Thieves Town from our runners here. I find it funny that when Sonic gets touched by the anti-fairy, he turns into Mario. That's pretty fun. Deep Fried is going to get the news that Ether is on Bumper Cave and is going to say, I'm going to collect that for the insurance, even though we know we don't need that for Turtle Rock. Not a bad play. And Power to Mario is going to swing over to checkerboard. This is a check we didn't see before, I don't think. Singos is picking up their mirror. And is going to use that mirror to warp back to the beginning and exit out of the mire. Okay, Mimic Cave is the bow. Now this is something we've been needing. So this is a big find for Reyes. That puts Pod into play there, and Eastern is the green pendant, so it might be an item that we need. Also puts Pet into play. So an hour in, we get the bow. We are just a hook shot away from go mode, guys. Okay, and Sigums is going to check the basement of Hera here. I mean, given how last location-y the mirror was, it's I don't blame him for wanting to be thorough. On Laser Bridge, we got a key, and we got the hook shot. Ravis is in go mode, knows that they don't need to check any of the other chests there, and is just going to be a mad dash through the rest of the dungeons for him.
I have a voice. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. I'm jumping in for Nira because they had to leave for a emergency. So, hello. I was tracking until now.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. I hope everything's okay. But Saber, you jumped in at just the right time because Ravis has found the bow, has found the hook shot, and we are in go mode. It's just knocking down dungeons for them. Unfortunately for the rest of our runners, it's still making it up to that point. Deep Fried is about to collect their mirror. Paratamar is cleaning up some overworld checks before heading up to the mountain. And
yeah, it looks like Power to Mario actually has the mirror. I think might have picked up the fire rod. I'm actually not sure. I was.
Yeah, so we had the fire rod. He did do Skull Woods.
Right. Okay. So it has the fire rod.
Yep. And then Sigums is being thorough in Hera here. Did the basement check. Of course, we know that there's nothing but a crystal here in Hera.
Yeah, we have basically everything that one could want or could need to clear the seed. Obviously, finding convenience items like the silvers or half magic would be something we'd like. But yeah, I mean, Ravis has made actually pretty good plays. The only problem was the bottleneck with the mirror. Ravis, of course, having had only like 2 hearts going into that spike room in Mire, so didn't have enough health to do it. So that's why Ravis dipped out and had to come back.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate because that was the bottleneck that he ended up having to last location, as well as all the other players. This is a particularly gross place for that mirror.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
But if he had a few more hearts, this race would have it would have been basically over at that point.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, Ravis already had the advantage because Ravis found the boots first and pretty early on as well, whereas the other runners, at least on the restream, we don't. There's like over 20 people racing. On our restream, Ravis was the first to find the boots and found it very early on, whereas the other runners all kind of put off the front of escape pretty long, actually.
Yeah, so Ravis had this advantage for a long time, but because of the bottleneck, everyone pretty much caught up and got close to basically being equal, right, by the time that Ravis pulled that mirror.
That said, the boots difference is definitely like, I think, factoring into this, because obviously Ravis has been going faster through the seed through this entire time as well.
Yeah, and I'd imagine he's thinking that, you know, the mire is a pretty remote place to pull that mirror. You know,
Yeah.
the other runners aren't going to be gunning for that location. He's probably in a good spot time-wise.
Yeah, Ravis actually dipped mire very, very early on. Pendant mire, one should add. And I think that was like kind of a gamble, kind of like, nobody's gonna do that. So, you know, in the end, it kind of, because of where the mirror was, it kind of, you know, mellowed out the time advantage. But had he been able to get their chests, he would have just had a commanding lead. Now he just has a lead.
Yeah, it's interesting that just the way luck played out made this race a pretty tight and bottleneck for a while.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
All right, Deep Fry here is putting Lemmo into the ground.
Whereas
Power to Mario, and then Power to Mario is knocking out Moldorm.
Yeah, the simultaneous boss kills there. And Ravis going right into Swamp is probably just gonna go mode this dungeon. Has everything, you know, Tempered Sword. There is, you know,
Yeah,
there's no reason to open any chests unless they're like literally on their way. I could see Ravis like doing Diver Down and like, you know, picking up
opening up for the
chests.
silvers. Yeah. This is a nice dungeon to go mode, so I'm sure Ravis is feeling nice about that, feeling good about that, because this could be a bit of a time sink otherwise.
Yeah, unfortunately, everybody's going to be able to, you know, go mode this dungeon, so it's not a big advantage for Ravis.
Well, it's just nice in general.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is Swamp Palace is one of the grosser dungeons when it comes to moving around the dungeon.
Yeah, well,
So,
Diver Down has made Swamp Palace a bit more bearable, but yes, it's definitely one of those dungeons where you can cut out a lot of time just by being able to go mode it. Where like the complete opposite is Turtle Rock, where go moding it doesn't necessarily mean you are gonna do anything. You know, you might just have full cleared regardless because of where the keys are.
Yeah, you'll might get away with not opening every chest on Ledger Bridge.
Yeah. Also, Ravis isn't even like picking up those on the way chests. Like completely confident in his ability. I mean, I know like Ravis is a top runner. He can do silverless very, very easily, but like he's not even interested in spending those couple of frames per chest.
Maybe he isn't thinking he's ahead. Maybe he's thinking a little bit behind, and he just wants to streamline.
That's also a possibility. Yeah.
Speaking of streamlining, he is clearing out those corn pops like they're nothing.
Yeah. Always good to see like a 0-1 cycle Argus with those poke strats.
And there's the other cane,
Burna.
where not so helpful now.
It's the cane that's a burner to your magic meter.
You could put blind into blender. That's what you could do.
All right. I assume that Ravis is going to do Pod and then do Tower of Hera into Ganon's Tower, which is like chat is pointing it out as well. Has like 10 minutes ago. That's green. Like you do Tower of Hera, like you go in front of Ganon's Tower, mirror over, quickly do Hera Pot, slay Moldorm, and then you portal back over and you're right in front of GT.
Super efficient.
Yeah,
Super
our
efficient.
our Mickey guessing game is gonna be very short, guys.
Yeah, so get your digit hovering over the number that you want
Yeah,
and get
not
ready to
yet.
go. Not
We're
yet,
not
not
we're not
yet,
starting. Yeah,
not
we're
yet.
probably gonna start when we're going into Top Hera because that one's gonna be very quick.
Yeah, it's going to be inevitable. Is what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. And of course, Power to Mario has been like right on Ravis's heels, just like a dungeon or so behind. So
I mean, he's within the margin of error that it could be GT routing that determines who gets to the pig first,
yeah,
depending
if
on where that big key is, right?
yeah, if Ravis gambles like he did with the Meyer play,
In tile
then
room.
yeah, like bank on tile room or like do some occult weird routing through the basement. We could see the gap closing, but it's definitely Ravis's race to lose. Power about to pick up their bow.
I mean, if Power Mario also stops to collect chests along the way, he's also just going to be widening that gap that Ravis has, unless he picks up, the silvers. Even still, depending on how many chests he checks, it might not be worth it. Deep Fry getting their Fire Rod, as well as Sigums is about to pick up theirs. The goose looks hilarious swimming in the water.
Yeah, I've been marveling at that sprite the entire race.
It's so entertaining. So entertaining. My favorite is when it throws the bombs.
Yeah.
All right, there's our helmets, our kill, and our crystal. Didn't see what the item was. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
was rubbish. And
we're gonna grab our clue. We're gonna go up the mountain. Yep. You know what? Might as well get your guesses in now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a real quick dungeon.
May as well. There's 22 locations in which the big key to Ganon's tower could be. Here in the randomized community, we like to guess which location it is in. So if you have any guesses, you can put a number between 1 and 22 in chat.
Let me tell you this, Sabertooth. You can get some skin in the game and win some internet points and bragging rights.
I don't know. I feel like this is like Whose Line, where the points don't matter.
Absolutely. That's the big secret. Don't tell them.
Oh no. Yeah, see, Ravis isn't even picking up super funny or anything. He's like just immediately, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can.
Speaking of guesses, do you have a particular chest that you like to predict?
I personally always like Bob's chest, regardless of number. I usually see 14 because that's Bob's chest without going to the right side. Otherwise, it's random room. But I'm gonna see Bob's chest.
Okay, so Sabertooth is going to say Bob's chest no matter what number it is. I admire your confidence. I'm going to go with 7.
7? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Lucky number 7. And
Turtle
Rock is
to be determined. Yeah. To be determined whether it's lucky or not.
Maybe chest number 7 is like half magic or silver arrows, Not the big key, but still kind of lucky.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Ravis takes down Moldorm. That's his 7th crystal. Meanwhile, Power to the Mario has cleared Pod. I think. Has he? Actually, I'm not sure. But he's on the way to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My tracker quit. Yeah, I think so. We're opening up the Ganon's Tower here.
Has definitely cleared Turtle Rock now, though. So that's. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if Power to the Mario flies to Pod. And we're entering Ganon's Tower. The bats are closed. Rien à beaucoup.
There's the book.
Some reading material on the torch. That seems like a fire hazard.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get our tablet checks in this game.
Yeah, I don't think we would have gotten those regardless.
Okay, that's 2 and 3. 4
Whoa.
is the big key.
Well, that was a very quick.
That's super
Sure.
quick. No one wins.
Let's see here. The closest without going over is Gulf of Bolts and Icy Paragon with 2.
Oh, we're doing Price is Right rules.
I mean, that would be the fairest, right?
That would be
Nobody
the
gets
fairest.
more.
Congratulations, guys.
And Ravis is entering the climb.
Yep. Deep Fried and Sigum are pretty neck and neck. It's going to be interesting to see how these two compete, because right now it's going to be down to it's going to be down to execution for the two of them now.
I mean, according to the trackers, Synops has cleared Hera, but Deep Fried hasn't. So Deep Fried is
that
a
is
little
true.
behind on that front, I guess.
A little bit, but Hera's a pretty quick dungeon, right?
Yeah, and Deep Fried is gonna find the go mode items here. So unless Deep Fried is not confident about beating Ganon without silvers or something, I think that if Deep, and especially if Deep Fried can do Herapod, can make up some time here.
Okay, Lambo 2 is down. We continue the climb. Power to Mario picks up his Cane of Burna and his whatever crystal that's
Probably 6th, maybe 7th.
we'll know real quick, depending. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I saw it in the item menu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, depending on where he flutes, we'll know. But yeah. That's another way to know for sure. It's another way to tell.
Yeah. All right, so pod for Power to Mario. So it's definitely Ravis's race to lose. Like that, there is very little chance, I think, for Power to Mario to catch up now. Like Ravis is a really good player. It will have to majorly screw up to.
I was gonna say, it required quite a few tumbles for this to. Maybe it's time for him to practice his Molder and Hover. Who knows? Probably not.
I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, no. I don't think Ravis is the person to be like, you know what? I feel like practicing my hovering right now.
Practice makes perfect, man. All right, and this is our first look at Agnum, the seed.
Aghanim, of course. That was actually smart of Ravis there. He walked into Aghanim to take damage, so he doesn't have the sword beams messing up his ball alignment. Barely missed that shot. The patterns this seed are really, really rude. But Ravis takes him down. And we are gonna see the big pig in just a few seconds.
All right, Deep Fried has finished his Trinex fight. Signums is starting their Trinex fight.
So I'm should be a little careful here. Phase 2 of Trinex is of course very easy, but you know some of them is okay. Ooh, okay, made it though. And Ganon has the cheese facts for us today. For your dairy fans. It looks like Deep Fried is opting to also do the Tower of Heron to Ganon's Tower play, which is smart, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense to my brain.
You have to climb the mountain regardless, so may as well.
So Ravis doesn't have a ton of magic. I don't know if he has another. Oh, well, I think he probably
I think that was on purpose.
realized he didn't have very much magic.
Yeah.
Now all we need to do is do that like 7 more times, and then we have a tight race on our hands.
Yeah, no, I don't think Ravis is gonna do that. No, I think Ravis realized I don't have silver arrows, and you know, I don't have enough magic. Even with the torch glitch, I don't have enough magic to take out Ganon with the sword spins. So opted to just take the drop. Man, Ravis has been kind of screwed by like low resources twice this season.
Yeah, I mean, all our runners kind of like this was not a kind seed when it came to hearts. For the first half of the seed, it asked our runners to make a lot of big dungeon dips on very low hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Signum picked up half magic in Hookshot Cave, by the way, so that's nice to find.
Yeah, presumably Sinums during the Ganon fight will not have this problem of running out of magic during the last phase of Ganon. And here we go again. Of course, what's interesting is that for the rando, Ganon is always seated. He will always have the same pattern unless you die or take a fall. So Ravis now has a completely different pattern from the pattern that he had earlier. The same applies to the Aghanim fights as well. The arrows are in the tower. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, we didn't spend a lot of time looking at the tower, so there's a lot of places that those arrows still could be.
Yeah, we saw only 4 out of the 22 basement checks, and then all of the...
I invite Power Mario to be more thorough if he wanted to.
Man, imagine if it's in the Hope Room, in like the first room of the right side with the 2 chests. Oh man, that would be so rude.
Or if it's in the so we only checked 3 of the 4 chests. in
Oh
the.
yeah, the Forces Alpha's room chest as well.
Yeah.
It's true. It could be in those two locations, and that would be really rude. Oh,
So-
they're in the right side.
Yeah.
Baltimore actually went over.
Ravis didn't get the torch glitch, so it's a good thing he got all those bottles
Mm-hmm.
filled up.
Yeah, so the Ganon fight is going to be very much easier for Power, who will be able to kill Ganon very quickly. Of course, it's not going to be enough because Ravis takes out Ganon. We'll only have to cross this 1x3 bridge. Get your GGs in chat, everybody, for Ravis.
Yeah, so Ravis is going to finish with a race time of. Let me look it up here. Oh, 1:30.28. So that's awesome. That gets him sixth place, first place for our stream, but sixth place overall today. Coming in first was Vortex at Doom with 1:24.06. I'm going to mispronounce this. I apologize. So Malthiasos, 1:26.06. Secretly Silver, 1:28.02. Shira at 1:28.36. Shindig Pig at 1:29.44. And Ravis clinches the sixth place with 1:30.28. And I think Ravis has joined us. Good game,
Hello.
my friend.
Hello,
Yo,
GGs.
GG's.
So, before we start talking about it, do you want to know where the silver arrows are? Because we just saw them on the stream.
No, I mean, you can tell me, but I don't know. I couldn't guess.
They're on the right side of Ganon's tower.
All right.
Anyway, so that mirror bottlenecked you pretty hard. I think you went into Mire as kind of like a gamble, right? Because like handed
So-
Mire that early on.
Well, so this was like the double betrayal in that scene. Because of the moon pearl that I had to not get because I got the refill in Hyrule Castle. That was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
betrayal.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you've been
Yeah.
betrayed
And
by
then-
resources.
And then going to Maya area, I forgot to check the Dark World crystal situation, and then I went out and I was like Pen and Meyer, and I was like, oh my god! But that wasn't the big problem. The problem was I got 2 hits in Meyer, which ended
Yeah.
or left me with 2 hearts, and then I couldn't check the only chest that I needed to check, and that was the chest containing the big key. If the big key is in any other spot, this is a 107. Like this is.
Yes.
I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Like I would have not seen
You-
anything.
So
And to
Ravis,
make
you were
like to rub it in the Ganon fight, also where you ran out of magic, that was, yeah.
Well, to be honest, I looked at my bottle situation on the way to the climb, and I thought I had 2 greens and 1 blue, and I think I forgot that I used both greens, and I thought I have 1 green left or something like that, and then I don't know, like the magic ran out. Also, I did wanted to deactivate the cape, but it didn't let me because probably I don't know whatever happened. But yeah, when I saw okay, I have 2 less magic right now. I kind of I have to go on refill, but I didn't care anymore. Like with the mirror where it was. With the moon pearl that happened, I really couldn't care anymore. Like my routing was all over the place after that. Like I didn't check checkerboard cave. I left Hera. I just did Paradox Cave instead of the rest of the mountain. I didn't care anymore because that was so ridiculous being betrayed twice in this seat like that. No. Also, I forgot to check the old man for the most time. That I realized later when I did want to do Spike Cave. No save and quit point or no start point on the mountain. I was like, oh, I think I forgot the old man. Imagine if the moon pearl is on the old man and not in Dark Cross. I go Aga and wonder myself, what did I miss? Because moon pearl technically on my map was the last location.
Yeah, this is quite the bottleneck seed for all our runners. for you, unfortunately, resources kind of betrayed you. But your routing, you made a lot of really smart choices early on. Getting the boots, you were the first to pull the boots by like a good 20-25 minutes, I think. So that allowed you to move efficiently through the world for the first part.
So am I reading that right? I was the first one with the boots, but the last one with the moon pearl, even though they were like literally next to each other?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. That's absolutely what happened.
Most people went through the back of Escape into Dark Cross, so they got the Moon Pearl there.
Oh, they had lamp already. I see. I got lost early. Yeah.
Early routing was like quite different. So like,
I mean, the Dina check, the Sahasrara check was like the gloves, and that gave me a little bit of a different, route in that moment. Like checking back of Escape early, realizing okay, there's everywhere items in the front. Yeah. But again, for me, this was definitely the refill heart and Zelda Cell, and then the most. I can't even express how bad that big key in Meyer was at the time.
Yeah,
when I get hit twice.
I mentioned it before that like if you didn't have only 2 hearts going into this fight room, you would have probably had this seat easily in the bag because
for sure. Like we're talking about 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like imagine I would have not gone to ice. I would have not double dipped Skull Woods.
Yeah.
Like I go in the mountain earlier. I get my stuff in Turtle Rock and I'm in go mode. Like surely this would have been big and
yeah.
I tried to turn the late Moon Pearl around and it would have worked out, but it didn't. So
yeah. As we like to say, Rando sometimes got a rando, and this time you got rando's pretty hard by the game just putting those items right there in like the most inconvenient locations specifically for you.
And asking you to go into Meyer with 5 hearts, that's cruel. That's a cruel move, game.
I mean, I'm not sure how the logic actually works. I was thinking about it because the spike chest, I think, still requires like a cane or a cape logically, because with 3 hearts we can't do it. But I don't know. And when I saw the cape and ice, I was like, okay.
That sexy sax solo there tells us that Power to Mario has put the pig down, and he finishes with a race time of 1:37.15.
Get your G's.
Get your G's in chat. That gets Power Mario 8th place overall in this race. Lana Bean finished 7th with 1:36.31. And just after Power Mario, actually tying with Power to Mario, but coming in 9th place, Hitman 1382 with 1:37.14 as well.
Oh man, those two on the restream would have been great.
We do still have a pretty close race on the restream going on right now because Synapse is currently on Argus, but has cleared all the other dungeons. Deep Fried has already cleared Argus, is on the mountain climb, but has to do Tower of Hera, which I assume Deep Fried is gonna go mode and Hera pot if they know how to do it. So could still end up being pretty close, especially with where the big key is, because somebody might go right side and somebody might go left side. Also, hi Power to Mario. GG.
Thanks, Sabletooth. Thanks, Bryceratops. Good job, Argus.
Welcome to the party. How are you feeling about that mirror?
That's fine. I mean, it stinks, but it's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I knew, like, I can't believe I last located it, but like the last 15 minutes of the seed, I felt I was like my head and feet were on fire. I'm like, get done, go. I felt like I played extremely well the last bit, but finding that mirror a little later than a few others, that kind of stunk. But it is what it is.
So the mirror was definitely the bottleneck for all the restreamers. It was the last location for everybody. Reyes happened to have dipped into mire pretty early on. And the only reason why they last location in the mirror was they got hit and only had a heart or two and wasn't able to get the big key chest in the spiked room. So what would have been a runaway victory for Reyes turned into a pretty tight game for a while because everyone was trying to avoid going into mire for as long as they can.
To be fair, I did still have the mirrorless smith chain and the thief's big chest left, so it wasn't the last location. But with that early mire happening, it kind of felt off, and it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like virtually, like an orphan's pendant dungeon check. It's like,
The reason why I went back was I was like, okay, that mirror looks to be the next item. I know where my fire rod is. And I am, when it comes to fire rod and bombos, I'm a bit of a conspiratorial guy. Like, I believe in the rule of fire, and the rule of fire is law, and we saw that again. We had to use that bombos from Mire to get that mirror, to get that fire rod. So, yep, once again, that could have only been the option for me, and it was.
So, as a side note, as I mentioned just before, our other two restrained runners are actually very close to one another. They're entering Ganon's Tower like 10 seconds apart from one another, so this is going to be like a tight race.
Oh, that's fun.
And,
Signums did pick up the book and is in the Sulfur's room, so went the right direction to get the key.
Yeah. And it looks like Deep Fried is going to mirror out and also go left, so neither of the runners is going to find the silvers. However, Signums is going to have like just a few seconds lead going into this. So this is definitely going to come down to, skill.
Yeah. Just a side note, though, I just remembered something from the run today. I got boots pretty late, so I think I got it like 44 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All of I think all of the Return runners went into Dark Cross by the back, so did put off front of escape like pretty long.
Yeah.
And Ravis got it first. Like Ravis went in like very early on, so I had the boots for a long while as well.
There's a reason why you're a Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, again, that early Sahasrara play gave me that glove, and I didn't have the lamp at the time, otherwise I would have done it as well. But then the unfortunate Zelda cell refill happened, and the tragic, started to go on.
Oh, I noticed, Bravis, you don't have silvers. Did you do full left when you started?
I'm one of the guys.
Left?
I'm one of the guy who likes to rush render room first and then go full right.
Okay.
But not all of the time, but most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they told you, but silver arrows were in the compass room.
Yeah, I was told already, but
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, the silvers would have been a time save for me in this seat for sure, because I happen to have no magic at Ganon, basically. Rebuy. I mean, I messed up the one-on-one and didn't care anymore. I thought I have a green goo left, and when I realized I didn't, I thought, okay, I need to hit him one time in the third phase so I can finally fall down. And yeah, that's what happened. So silvers would have been great. There was enough magic for that, but whatever. I just, I could have been third. But it's fine. It's a good old daily or weekly. You just have fun. You route a bit. You clown a bit, and in the end, someone wins and someone does not win. So, all good.
Yeah, that's what these what the dailies and weeklies are for. After all, it's like getting some practice in, racing a little bit, trying out new strats. All that jazz.
It's to practice your hover strats on Moldrum.
Yeah,
we still can see it.
Yeah, seeing the Cape and Ice Palace, I went up. I was like, okay, well, at that point, I think I was bootsless, and I was still looking for, I thought, oh, mirror. At that point, I was thinking that if I find Bo, I'll be able to find the mirror. I don't know why I was thinking that way, but when I went to Bumper Ledge and saw the Ether Medallion there, it was fingers crossed, hoping that Turtle Rock was was going to be Ether when I went up there, because I had no idea.
Yeah.
Until late.
I saw you struggle a bit with the Bumper Ledge.
Oh yeah. Yep. I was hanging too close to the edge. I could have been closer to the wall, and 5 attempts later.
It's not something you do often, It's
I'm so used to having hook shot for that. Yeah. It's not a common thing. And then cross keys, if you do it in reverse, you don't have to worry about it. You just drop.
Yeah. Yeah, cross keys, of course, being always a crazy old time with how they rearranged the rooms and everything as well, and the platforms and stuff. And Synapse is into Aghanim 2 with Deep Fried only a couple rooms behind, so this is still anyone's game.
Also, that Agar pattern. Oh my god, I struggled so hard.
Yeah.
I got a 0 in the first cycle. I don't know if I ever had that.
I actually thought you did that on purpose because you walked into him to. I thought you did it on purpose to lose sword beams.
No. I walked into him to get invincibility frames so I can dodge the damage coming from the top or whatever, and then smash it into him.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, but it didn't work out at all. And I think only a double in the last, so I had a 6 cycle or something. Like, that was awkward, but it's fine.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are a minute apart. Just about.
Yeah. It's basically the Aghanim 2 boss fight between the two now. So I would say Synapse definitely in the lead here.
So Sigum's.
Go ahead.
He only has 3.5 hearts. He does have a bunch of magic, but he's one hug away from having a bad time.
I think Synapse still has a potion or two.
Ooh, half magic? Where was that?
That was in Hookshot Cave.
Oh, of course. Okay, of course. Yeah, because I did Turtle Rock. I was able to skip. I don't know what you did on the Mountain Ravis, but I was able to skip Hookshot Cave, Spiral, Super Bunny, and Paradox. I basically went to TR right away, and that's where you found items. So
I did Paradox on the way, but the rest I skipped as well. And I also go-moded Hera after the first 2 checks. Like, I didn't go to the, do the big key and then went up. I tried to make up my time for Moonpearl and Mirror so hard.
I think that you did Paradox only because you got dead rocked too, trying to go to Turtle Rock. If I remember correctly, Reyes.
That could be the case, but I wanted to check Paradox Cave because 7 items is so much. It could be one of the 2 items there, and then I might do just Turtle Rock. And if it's like a hook shot that I find somewhere on the way, then I just go swamp and leave the rest of the dungeon or something like that. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to go to the big item locations for the last 2 items, and I was Paradox Cave and basically Turtle Rock, and the others I didn't care for now. Yeah. But go-modding Hera was nice.
Yeah, getting to do Hera into Ganon's Tower is always so good.
Don't tell the suits, but we started the big key game early because we knew that Hera was going to be like that you wouldn't have had any time to guess.
I'm so jealous of Deep Fried right now. He had a green goo.
Yeah, Synapse had a blue goo, so.
Oh my god.
I had so many goos, but for some reason, when I needed actually one, I didn't have any more.
Yeah, Ravis, imagine being at race game and quick swap failing twice and burning, activating bombos
Yeah,
and then burning the green goo afterwards.
Oh well, I like earlier on SG4 when I was commentating with one of the races on casual boots, Jem had the same thing with in Blinds Out, just unintentionally swapping to the blue goo and then drinking it as well.
Ooh,
So,
GG.
I
so
thought you were
Sanum-
celebrating like there's fireworks. So yeah, get your GGs in chat for Sigums.
Yeah, Sanum's finished up here, third in restream. Deep Fried very close behind is on the last phase of Ganon. Will follow suit very shortly.
Let's see that triple. Come on, Deep.
oh yeah, and then
anyway,
in the next Ganon fight, I missed the torch glitch because I equip swapped not far enough. I hammered the torch instead of lammed it.
Quickswap sometimes turns out to be more of a curse than a blessing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you wanna use it, but it sometimes can lead to mistakes, which is okay. It's part of the skill.
I think Deep just got a frame perfect spin.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
It was like a late fire out
Yeah.
cast and frame perfect spin.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, so get your GGs in chat in as well for Deep Fried closing out here on our restream.
Yeah, so that's third and fourth on our restream. Sigums comes in 17th overall in our race, and Deep Fried 18th. In between them, we have Breathless Asleep, Arius Stark, Barrett, Calvin, the Pale One-E, sorry about that, Leslie Pro, Yorker's wife, and also rounding out number 19 was Benjamin Jammin. I think we're joined.
Hi, Sanum.
Sigums, yo, come on in. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, that was pretty dreadful.
At least the goose gave us endless entertainment, and Deep Fried is here too. Hello, GGs.
Thank you, GG's.
GG signups, GG Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you guys were neck and neck at the end. It was a great photo finish to watch.
Wish it would have been a little quicker. I still don't get how people route that kind of stuff and finish in under an hour and a half.
Yeah, this particular seed, there was a lot opened up really quickly. If I remember correctly, everyone went in a different direction when the game started, and you all bottlenecked at the same spot with that mirror. How were you feeling when you had to dip into Mire for that mirror?
I mean, it was last location, literally. There was nothing left for me to check at that point, so that always feels terrible. Especially when you're going into pendant dungeons like Mire that are just slow anyway.
Yeah, I was debating whether or not it was going to be, well, do I just finish it because I've already done ice and I'm shooting for something on Ped, or is it, do you keep going and just bounce now that the whole world's opened up when you got here?
Ramus is
Sorry, I think you got cut out.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, everyone gambled. They took that mirror and they thought, we'll see Vitreous another time. There's a lot of checks that the mirror opened up, and going up the Turtle Rock, grabbing the fire rod, going up the Turtle Rock was definitely set everyone on the right path there, for sure.
Yeah, I just wish I hadn't skipped front of escape until, like, next to last location for that.
Welcome to the club.
Yep, pretty much same.
Yeah, I think Ramus was like Ramus. Routing early game was entirely different. So he got led to front of escape earlier, but you all went through the back instead because you got. I think Ramus said he didn't find the lamp, which is why he didn't do Dark Cross, right?
Yeah, I got the glove from Saha first, and I don't remember what I did after that, but I saved and quitted the back of his cabin and didn't have the lamp, and that I got later.
Yeah, that was like at the
Damn.
dam.
Yeah. And with that, I went to front of his cab because I didn't start or I don't start in Harrow Castle usually, so I have more intense reason to come back to Harrow Castle. And I found the boots early, but got an unfortunate hard refill in Zealous Cell, which led me to skip my Moon Pearl until the end.
Yeah, because we got all that. I got all that early and was in Dark World pretty quickly, but then everything kind of jammed up.
Yeah, we.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I wanted to say GG's. Kind of late here in Europe, and wanted to say thank you to every one of you for having me. It's always fun being on the restream and with good other guys as well. And yeah, thank you to chat and to the restreamer and tracker, and to you guys obviously. And see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
crew.
you very much. I do want to give a shout out to TJ the Pie Guy and to Sabletooth, who were the trackers. Sabletooth hopped into the comms halfway through to help me out, and Nira as well, who started off the first half of the comm with me.
Yeah, and let's not forget Saphir, who jumped in as emergency tracker for the last section of the race there.
Yeah, you guys are all heroes. Thank you very much. We're gonna wrap up here, but does anyone have any final thoughts?
Nah, I'm good. Just thanks to everybody for putting on the restream. Was a lot of fun as always.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
thank you, of course, to our restream runners, Synums, Deep Fright, How to Mario, and Radis for putting on a fantastic show. Make sure to give them a follow. The links are in the chat right now. And coming up here on Speed Gaming 2 in about half an hour, we're going to have a Mega Man 2 randomizer if you want to see more rando fun. However, there's also, of course, currently on Speed Gaming main, so no number, SG Live, which is a marathon currently undergoing Super Metroid 80%, and we're going to have the Link to the Past randomizer spoiler open qualifier happening over there as well. So that's starting in about 45 minutes. So make sure to head on over to Speed Gaming if you want to watch that, because I'm sure that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's definitely a needs to tune in situation for sure.
Yep. So thanks again to the crew and everybody. Thank you, Brazera, for the commentary. Thank you, Nira, as well, for the first part of the commentary. Unless you have anything else to add, I think we can wrap up here, right?
No, it's a long weekend. Let's go hang out. Talk to you later, guys.
Yeah, let's hang out. Let's watch NTT Live. GG's to our runners, and good luck to the rest of the racers. And see you all